Welcome, take a breath, and let tonight's story bring you peace. Flax and the Dreamweaver Iris. His story is about Flax, a kind-hearted young man, and Iris, a mystical dreamweaver, who share a tender evening weaving stories together. Flax was a kind-hearted young man who lived in a small village surrounded by rolling hills and fragrant meadows. Every evening after doing his daily chores, he would sit by the ancient oak tree at the edge of the village. Here he would weave intricate tapestries that told stories of love, adventure, and hope. One night, as the stars began to twinkle, a soft glow appeared beside him. It was Iris, the Dreamweaver, a mystical being with hair like moonlight and eyes that held galaxies. "Good evening, Flax," she said in a voice as gentle as a summer breeze. Flax looked up, his heart warmed by her presence. "Good evening, Iris. Your glow is as comforting as ever," he replied. "I see you have been weaving again. What stories do you tell tonight?" Iris asked, peering at the tapestry on his lap. "Tonight, it is a story of a gentle river that flows through an enchanted forest," Flax explained. "Would you like to hear it?" Iris nodded, her eyes shimmering with curiosity. As Flax narrated, Iris wove his words into delicate threads of light. The tapestry came alive with scenes of crystal clear waters, whispering trees, and creatures that radiated kindness. Suddenly, a soft melody filled the air. Flax realized it was Iris, singing a lullaby. Her song was like a cozy blanket wrapping around his soul. The moon climbed higher, casting its silver light on them. "Why do you weep?" Flax, Iris asked softly. "I weave to capture the tenderness I feel, to share it with those who need it most," he said, looking at her with sincerity. Iris smiled, a tear shimmering in her eye. "You have a heart as pure as your tapestries, dear Flax. They may bring comfort and dreams of joy to all who see them," she whispered. As the night grew deeper, they sat together, two beings connected by the threads of kindness and dreams. And in that moment, the world seemed just a bit more tender, thanks to Flax and the Dreamweaver Iris. The new gentle story is ready for you. Forage and Sweet Pea, a tale of harmony. This story is about a boy named Bridge and a snake named Sweet Pea, who work together to maintain harmony in their forest home. Once upon a time, in a village nestled among rolling green hills, there lived a kind-hearted boy named Borage. Borage loved all creatures, great and small, and especially had a fascination for snakes. Every day, he would venture into the meadows and woods, observing the slithering serpents with wonder and respect. One sunny afternoon, while Borage was exploring near the edge of the forest, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight. Hair, coiled round a sundial rock, was a beautiful snake with gleaming emerald scales. Borage had never seen such a magnificent creature before. Approached cautiously, speaking in gentle tones. "Hello there, beautiful one. My name is Borage." To his surprise, the snake lifted her head and responded, "Greetings, Borage. I am Sweet Pea, guardian of these woods." Borage's eyes widened in amazement. He had never met a talking snake before. "Guardian, what do you guard?" he asked. Sweet Pea's emerald eyes sparkled as she explained, "I protect the harmony of these lands. Every creature here relies on balance to thrive." Intrigued, Borage asked if he could help in any way. Sweet Pea smiled warmly. "Yes, Borage. Your love and respect for all beings make you the perfect ally. Together, we can ensure peace and harmony." From that day on, Borage and Sweet Pea became inseparable friends. They roamed the forests and fields, mending what was broken and healing what was hurt. They helped birds rebuild nests, guiding lost animals back to their families, even planted new trees where old ones had fallen. Their bond grew stronger with each passing season, and the other creatures marveled at their friendship. As the golden leaves of autumn gave way to winter's icy touch, Bright and Sweet Pea continued their tireless work. One frosty evening, as they sat by a warm fire, Borage looked at Sweet Pea and said, "Thank you, Sweet Pea, for teaching me the true meaning of harmony." Sweet Pea curled around his shoulders, her emerald scales glowing in the firelight. "And thank you, Borage, for your pure heart. Together, we make a formidable team." As the stars twinkled overhead, they drifted into peaceful sleep, knowing that as long as they worked together, the harmony of their world would endure. Another story awaits to bring you rest. Dreamy and Hannah, a tale of devotion. This story is about Geranium and Hannah's journey of devotion and care for a beautiful garden, symbolizing love across generations. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between verdant hills and a sparkling river, there lived an old woman named Geranium. Geranium was known for her garden, which bloomed with vibrant flowers throughout the year. Children from the village often visited to marvel at her colorful blooms. Among them was a curious child named Hannah, who particularly loved the bright red geraniums. Hannah would spend hours with Geranium, helping her tend to the garden and listening to her stories. One day, Geranium fell ill and could no longer care for her beloved garden. Without her, the flowers began to wilt, and the once lively garden started losing its charm. Hannah, seeing this, felt a deep sadness, but also a strong determination. She decided to take it upon herself to care for the garden. Every morning, Hannah woke up early to water the flowers, pull out the weeds, and ensure that each plant received the love and attention it needed. She would visit Geranium every evening, sharing stories of the garden's progress and bringing a bouquet of freshly picked flowers to cheer her up. Geranium, though weak, smiled each time Hannah entered her room. The fragrance of the flowers and the tales of the garden seemed to bring strength to her spirit. Over time, the garden came back to life with an even more radiant splendor than before. The villagers were amazed and praised Hannah for her dedication and love. It was during one of these visits to Geranium that Hannah discovered a small, intricate locket among the old woman's belongings. The locket had a picture of a young Geranium tending to what looked like the same garden. Geranium then shared a secret with Hannah Annabelle. The garden had been passed down through generations, each caretaker adding their own touch and devotion. Knowing this filled Hannah with a sense of purpose and pride. She promised Geranium that she would continue the legacy, nurturing the garden with all her heart. As seasons changed, Geranium's health slowly improved, and she was able to join Hannah in the garden once again. Together they tended to the flowers, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. They sang songs, shared stories, and cherished the beauty they created round them. The garden stood as a testament to their devotion, blooming brighter than ever. And so, under the care of Geranium and Hannah, the garden flourished for many years, a symbol of love, dedication, and the magic of nurturing spirits. Here's another story to ease you into the night. Mithil and Bellflower, an inspirational tale. This story is about a girl named Tulip and a gentle beast named Bellflower, who inspire each other and their surroundings to bring beauty and peace to their meadow. Once upon a time in a certain meadow flourished with vibrant flowers of all kinds, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Tulip. Tulip was known for her boundless enthusiasm and the radiant smile that could brighten anyone's day. One evening, as the golden sun dipped below the horizon, Tulip ventured into the deeper parts of the meadow where few dared to tread. It was there she met a magnificent creature known as Bellflower, a gentle beast with azure fur that shimmered under the moonlight. Bellflower was as gentle as his name implied, and although he was large and strong, he had a heart as tender as a petal. The two formed an unlikely friendship, transcending the boundaries of their worlds. They spent countless days sharing stories, dreams, and aspirations, finding inspiration in each other's company. Tulip would often speak of her dreams to become a gardener who could create the most beautiful gardens in the world. Bellflower, in turn, shared his desire to bring peace and harmony among all creatures of the meadow. For the autumn afternoon, a storm swept through the meadow, leaving destruction in its wake. Trees were uprooted, flowers were torn from the ground, and the once tranquil meadow was left in turmoil. Tulip, with tears in her eyes, saw her beloved meadow devastated. The flower stood beside her, his presence a comforting assurance. Inspired by Bellflower's strength and resilience, Tulip took it upon herself to restore the meadow. She worked tirelessly, planting these seeds, nurturing the plants, and encouraging wildlife to return. Bellflower helped by using his strength to replant the trees and protect the delicate seedlings from the harsh winds. Day by day, the meadow began to recover, blossoming more beautifully than ever before. Tulip's unwavering dedication and Bellflower's constant support transformed the meadow into a haven of peace and beauty. Their tale of friendship and perseverance inspired other creatures in the meadow to come together and work towards a common goal. Over time, the meadow became a symbol of hope and unity. The stories of Tulip and Bellflower lived on, inspiring generations to come. The bond between Tulip and Bellflower remained strong, and their combined efforts continued to bring harmony and inspiration to the world around them. Good night, and let tonight's story bring you comfort.